I'll send you a pizza. Get me? Come on. Look at God needs people like you. You have to stand up. It's scary as all mofo. That young lady's got to go to court tomorrow. I know how she feels. Going opening that door, and I'm like, oh, damn. And then you go up before the Father and says, please rise. Now she's going to come in. She's going to come in as the living, and guess what's going to happen to him? I actually find it really entertaining that will allow her to go to court. And make sure when you go to court, they have a book, young lady, and you sign it. They see what they did to me. They tricked me. At the very end of they wouldn't allow me to sign into their book. Why? They could do what? Put a warrant out for my arrest because I never appeared. That's what they're doing to you. You ask them where that book is. I'd like to sign in real quick. Sign that damn book. What they do is they'll hide it from you. I'm telling you, listen. They get so freaking. Oh yeah, no one ever showed up. Here's the book. No, you ask him for that book. So why does this guy make me sign a little teeny piece of paper and then slip it to the judge? That was weird. Kind of weird. Like, well, I just want to sign a book like everybody else. No, they don't let you sign the book. Why? Because there ain't no failure to appear after that. Now is there? Get it?
So would I say that on the record before I read my affidavit? And be like, I'd like to sign for books and have them be like, there's no books.
Right, you absolutely. You should say that. How you doing, Judge? Honorable. Or you got to play a little game. It ain't honorable. There's nothing honorable about that. He's not even a judge. Hey, Honorable Judge, it's weird. I was just going to make sure I could sign in so we don't have to do a writ of, an order for failure to appear, a warrant. Can you show me the book where I can sign in real quick on and before? Ready? Everything you say, ready? On and before the record. And this, I love using this. In point of clarification, I didn't see the book where I could, sign in where you know for a fact that I appeared. Because that's their secret right there. With you, especially you, the stuff you're doing, they hide the book. Trust me, I know how these mofos operate.
Yeah, because the last time I was in there, there was nobody else in the courtroom. Nobody.
That's why. That's what they do.
Because I sent them a letter of, I am the unincorporated, not the incorporated, that whole letter to the judge before I asked for the continuance. Courtroom was cleared and it was only me and my mother in there. I came in, he got done with a Zoom meeting and he left and then came back in and started my court case. So he went out and changed hats and came back in and he was nice. His tone was nice and everything. And I asked for the continuance and he called me Miss and my last name, which is military and the dead. And he just kept on calling me that. And he's like, yeah, I'll give you 2 weeks. That's it. But I'm going to go in there and there's not going to be anybody in the courtroom. I know there's not because they're waiting for me. And it's not like I can turn around and say, I have the witnesses.
The reason there's nobody in the courtroom, he's waiting for you to say this. Ready? Hey, Judge, on before the record and point of clarification, I'd like to go ahead and discharge this for full settlement and closure without prejudice. Unfortunately, sir, I do not owe that obligation, the obligation to perform on that particular indictment, whatever it is. And you say, hey, Judge, I'm really just simply here in honor. And if you could possibly go ahead and have the clerk of the court stroke off a check for the proceeds, I'd really appreciate that. Because I have to zero out my accounting with the Department of Treasury. See, there's securities that have created under that named estate, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't have a contract with anybody here. I have no bill. Get it? Bam!
Oh yeah,
I wish I could dress up as you, and I go in there and you watch me. You'd be like, "Oh, mother f mofo."
Well, and then I'm going there, like I said, insurance and everything, and.
I know, but listen,
They're gonna go look at my car.
I know, but look. They know that you're right there. You're knocking on heaven's door, young lady, and they're going like this. Is she going to figure out this last piece of this puzzle? That we're actually utilizing her accounting. She's going to start making claims on it. And all our books are going to have to be, yeah. That's what you say to them. Hey, that's why I told you. Hey, how you doing, Honorable Judge? It's weird. I had a good friend of mine did a forensic audit and accounting, and they're saying that I have to request a true bill so I can satisfy it, right, and stroke off my qualified banker's acceptance. But more importantly, sir, it looks like I might be the lender and not the borrower. And I got a QSIP number on that particular court case. Yeah, watch the prosecutor. His cheeks are going to go so tight. And I'm going to tell you why. He become the responsible party because he's liable for the taxes. Why? Because you reported to the judge. You don't owe that debt. He does. The guy who created it. The prosecutor creating debts on your named estate. Come on now. First of all, they have to put affidavits into the record showing that they had the ability to qualify those debts. And that's what you do. And guess what? It takes a big set of you know what. How you doing, Judge, the prosecutor? But he don't, I could be mistaken. Could you have him provide for this honorable court the fact that he has a bona fide contract under CFR 52-212.5, and to make sure that could you give me the affidavits that he put into the court record? How come a prosecutor don't put not one affidavit into a court record and you're going to jail for 7 years? 70, 80 years for life. You ain't got one affidavit from a prosecutor. Corpus delicti, loss, injury, and harm. He must be...
Is this with prejudice? Because you said without prejudice. Is it with prejudice?
You do with prejudice when you know the game. Without prejudice, it simply means I might not be completely sure about all this stuff. I'm going to reserve all my rights. I would do with prejudice right then and there. Why? Because these motherfuckers, they haven't performed. They can't prove to you anything. You tell me any judge, jury, executioner, cop, city, municipality, code enforcement beating on your door tonight where they got a contract with you and they can bring you into whatever building they want, by the way, district court, city court. What do you want? Homeland rules. Where do you want to go?
It's like, how can they tell me what to do? And they said presence and appearance is jurisdiction, so I'm giving them jurisdiction. That's what I'm saying. I don't really want to step in.
Okay.
To that
Now we go, like the brother was saying, go in there. Why? I got proof of my claims now, don't I? I have finding of facts. If you don't go in there, they're going to put a warrant out for your arrest. If you go in there, they might still put a warrant out for your arrest, but now you have proof of your claims. Get it?
Wait a minute. What?
That's
what I'm saying. I got this really bad feeling that the bailiff is going to grab my wrists and
first of all, the bailiff is only set there to arrest the judge. Don't ever forget that.
Oh.
Listen to me. They wanted me to be Article 4. Article 4 is a bailiff, right? Article 4 is a bounty hunter. They wanted me to go in and arrest these judges and stuff. I already lived my life. I am not going to do this. Listen to me. That bailiff is only there when that judge is not operating under a constitutional fortitude. His job is to arrest them. And they're waking up and they know it. They are afraid of you. They're not going to arrest you. I'm telling you. You know all of us. So you'd escape. Call me up. I'll come get you. How about that one? You won't be in there. There ain't no way. But
someone says it better be.
You have to show it, because if you don't, I'm telling you, it's going to be they're going to file a warrant on a failure to appear. Don't appear. Challenge the debt. That's why I said, hey, you want to show me a true bill on that particular debt? Aren't they supposed to show you the accounting where you owe it? Oh, you're not asking for it? Well, guess what? They don't have to provide it. Show me a true bill. I am. Come on, people.
Yeah, because I'm scared because what I read was when it said action removed is that they can bring it up at another date.
Right. That's the difference between, ready? When the judge will adjudicate, foreclose, or probate, and they will say, hey, we're going to discharge this, or, that will go into another venue, and then they can bring it back. They're not bringing shit up against you again. I will guarantee you on my life.
Okay. All right.
Listen to me. Hey, You got all these people. You make sure you get a hold of them, get all their numbers. My number, you want my number, I'll give it to you right now.
I have your number. I got your number.
Oh, Lord, do I owe you money? I got your number, pal. Oh, Lord have mercy. No, anyway. No, listen to me. Look at me. What you're doing is you're standing up to the system, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It's going to collapse. See that fear you got? I know for a fact you're going to betting. You're going to be scared as all moat. Standing up to the system, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It's going to collapse. See that fear you got? I know for a fact you're going to betting. You're going to be scared as all moat. Standing up to the system, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It's going to collapse. See that fear you got? I know for a fact you're going to betting. You're going to be scared as all moat. Standing up to the system, and I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. It's going to collapse.
Soldier, you up.
Wow. Sorry about that, guys. It was,
Oh my gosh. Elvis, you need to learn how to mute everybody on your end. Because they don't know what a microphone looks like. And yes, thank you, McReal.
I'm a carpenter. What do you want from me? You know, I mean, I don't know nothing about this technology.
Listen, I'm here and I'm at my beginning of learning these things. So I know I came in late to the live and I missed out on a lot of information, but I don't want to get hit with another failure to appear. And I felt like what they did to me in that courtroom was very unjust. So I went and I got the transcript so I can prove that I was actually there speaking.
Absolutely.
But I still don't know what to do beyond just getting the transcript, because in the county I'm in, they won't give me their oaths of office. They won't give me their bonds. They won't give me nothing.
Really? You know what? You do a FOIA request. When they deny that, it's $1,000 fine. Now what do? You do a subpoena. Guess what? They're public servants operating in government fortitude. You ain't going to give it to me? Then guess what? You're in violation to perform your fiduciary responsibilities for the public. You can't deny me anything if you're being held in the public. See, nobody, I don't want to really file.
Someone said bro must live in Florida. Yes, I'm in Florida. A hick town in Florida, and they don't do things by the book.
Yeah, but they do it everywhere. Yeah.
My suggestion would be to file it to a higher court, and you'll have a better fighting chance, because the lower courts, like the municipal courts, those are the official criminals. They will officially do whatever they want to you.
Well, so, the very first thing you ever have to ask, and if you're trying to file records into the county court and they deny you, what do you do? Ready? I'll tell you what you do. You get their names, their information, and then you send that to the state attorney's office and say, hey, you got a bad actor down here representing a 501c4 profit, and they're denying the public access to place records on them before the records. And guess what? It ain't going to be good for them. Okay? That's how you do it. Remember, you always go to the overseers, like banks. Who oversees courts, right? What district court? Go to the chief district court. Who oversees that? Bang. What? The state, attorney. Who oversees them? The governor. What? Go to the overseers and you file your claims. Just like on your SSN when they're creating instruments on your Social Security accounting, right? The SS-89. So I report that. They go, hey, okay, boom. You go to the OIG, right? Look at who oversees those offices, and you have to report it. If you're not reporting it, then guess what? I guess it don't really matter much, right? I reported it. I've had conversations with the Federal Reserve Bureau of Governors regarding banking. On a call, within seconds, released all those SBA loans that I had. Hi, okay, we got your complaint. Okay, great. And they always call you by your first name. That's how you know you're winning. Is this Elvis? Yeah. And who are you? Oh, I'm Colleen. Okay. How you doing, Paulie? Yeah, I got me SBA loan. I know Title 12 USC 411. No bank can hold a deposit more than 3 days. Okay, great. You want to give me the accounting route? Yep, there you go. She goes, oh, can you give me a second? Of course I can give you a second, young lady. Boom. Ready? Less than a minute later. Okay, that's released. Anything else you would like from me? No, ma'am. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. Why? Because those are the ones that control all these subsidiary banks, these little wannabe banks, and all that crap. Hey, that's a true story. Like, and
So
the girl
that's what.
got
That's
pent up.
what.
What
Oh,
do we?
I'm sorry.
Hey, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's what this clerk of the court that's asking me for the $195 when I called to get FOIA request and all the records that were placed. She said we're exempt from that. I'm like,
Oh, you
excuse
are?
me?
Okay.
Yes.
Hey, you know what?
So this is what I have to deal with.
Watch this. Hey, thank you very much. Oh, you're exempt from that? Oh, God bless you. Thank God. Could you go ahead and give me a certified copy that you're exempt from that? Because, see, I have to report this on my accounting. You're saying you're exempt. Could you give me a certified copy of that? Boom. Oh, you're a public servant. You're supposed to. You're saying you're exempt. I have no problem. If you're exempt, I totally understand. Could you provide that information to me? Because you don't want me doing a 4506A on you, reporting you. Look at these public servants are so used to people that just bend over and nobody challenges anything about them. I had a guy in Utah. I did a Grand TP Simple, took over properties with Lodia land patents, all that crap, right? And he calls, and the girl's like, oh my God, that's the recorder. I said, good, put him on the phone. Hey, how you doing, record? Yeah, you said something down here, Grand TP Simple, absolute Lodia land patents, and blah, 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 list pendants. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely, sir. Yep, 100%. I have every right to do that, sir, because I know the allodial land patent. I've under the Homestead Exemption Acts. I know exactly. I found all that. Okay, he said, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm retiring in like 2 weeks. Where the hell you learn all this shit from? It's a true story. This chick owned 3 counties, but what she do? That fee simple absolute accepting. That is like a Lodia land patents, right? Lodia land patents are not in all the legal descriptions, right? That's called merger. I probably shouldn't talk too much on that, but anyway, this girl owned 3 counties, and she got so scared. And the words they made her remove off her documents were fee simple absolute. Why? Go look it up. Go look up a leasehold or freehold estate. Fee simple. Fee simple absolute is allodial, which means free and clear. Ron Gibson was always doing that. It's funny, he actually had to reach out to me about all his property stuff. I know all that crap. You know what I mean? I gave my life for this stuff. I gave my life to you people. And, anyway, you guys are the embodiment, the mineral rights of everything that was ever created on Earth. You just got to know how you sign stuff, and that's it. Court cases are kind of simple.
It's simple. Come on. I've been here a little more over an hour, and I swear a pack of cigarettes is gone. I'm just like, and if I wouldn't have come on this live, Elvis, I would have had a warrant out for my arrest and not gone to court tomorrow. Just how things go. It's so funny.
Oh, wait, so you're not going to court tomorrow?
No, I said if I wouldn't have got on this phone call with you, I wouldn't have gone to court tomorrow, and I would have had a warrant out for my arrest.
Listen to me. That's their number one thing. You don't appear. Listen, when you appear, they have to show you the accounting. Get it? Listen, I was scared as hell. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, I get it now.
Please. I don't look at. I know. Please. I don't look at. I know.
If I don't appear, what?
If you don't appear, they get to adjudicate, foreclose, and probate over your estate because they gave you a writ. What's a writ? An order to perform, right? They think you're the trustee and fiduciary. You don't show up? We own that estate. Hey, let's just put out a failure here.
Well, what is the warrant for then? if they've already adjudicated over the estate.
No, if you listen, if you don't appear,
Yeah.
what you're allowing to, what's called acquiescence to tacit appropriation, is allowing. Remember when they send you illegal mail matter? Hey, let's go produce more warrants on that your named estate. Show up, like the brother was saying. He's absolutely correct. Show up. What are you going to do? Now, I told you, if you show up, if you don't have two witnesses, ask them where their book is, sign it, right? When you sign that book, ready? Get your little phone out, take a snapshot of that mofo. Now you got all kinds of witnesses. That's what they did to me back in my day. They don't do that to me. They won't even give me a ticket.
They don't even let you bring a phone into the court. Well, you pull the phone out, the judge confiscated.
Yeah, that's okay. You just be a little clever about it. You know what I mean? They just like.
How did you sign it, Elvis?
Ready, bare naked, just like I was born. There was no buy, no agency, nothing. That's how I signed it. So what's my affiliation by as an agent? Nothing. Zero. That's how I signed it.
So you signed it, you wrote out your name like you was when how we learned it in school?
Yeah, I signed it in cursive. Why do you think they take cursive out of schools and shorthand out of schools? Why? Because cursive is mad. Come on, you guys got to know if the word cursive, we can't sign it because it's cursive. You got to know everything is backwards. Cursive, they take it out of all the schools. Why? Cursive will show you everything about your intellectual and personal and private information. Who the hell is going to sign anything cursive like you can? Ain't no by, all that underline, signature, act. Because when you put a line underneath the living to the dead, then you got to show titles, right? Just sign it as a living cursive. That's how you do it. I'm telling you. Just listen.
Yeah, Elvis, I went to court October the 2nd, and the judge threatened me with a bench warrant the moment he called my name in all caps, and I said, I'm here for that matter. He wanted me to say what he wanted me to say because he felt like, now I'm trying to control the court. He even went as far as having a full-blown menopausal meltdown in the courtroom over me simply saying I'm here for that matter. I mean, the way he reacted on me saying I'm here for that matter, I never seen that. I never seen the judge have that type of over-the-top PMS moment. Like, it was crazy.
Well, the reason he did is he became the liable taxpayer. Get it? Look, you ready?
Yeah.
Listen to me. For the love of sweet Jesus. I'm here for that matter, but you didn't answer. Hey, Rumpelstiltskin says if I can guess your child's name, I can take your estates and your children. That's what he was doing. He was guessing your name. He's asking a discovery question. Was he not? Trust me, guys.
And he threatened. He came off hostile. He made threats to issuing out a bench warrant. And I mentioned and I brought up the Alpha David. I mentioned my rebut Alpha David with fee schedule. And
oh yeah. Now, Lord have mercy. You're in the public talking like that.
And when I said
he's about to lose his retirement bonds, get it?
Yeah, and then I said, since silence was acquiescence, it stands as true. It doesn't stand as law. And then he had another menopausal meltdown. And so he wasted a good 6 minutes trying to convince me to get an attorney, and I just stared at him like he was retarded. And so. Yeah. He said a continuous 15 minutes, and so when 15 minutes was up and everybody come back, he bringing other people to the podium like he's changed the venue or something. And I was like, okay, what's going on?
He absolutely 100% did change the venue. It's a brand new event. So don't be suckered into that crap. Good for you, brother. You got a good mind. Listen
Didn't he abandon?
Well, he abandoned the bench, but he could have said, hey, the judge, our so-called Article 3 magistrate. He abandoned the bench. Therefore, guess what? This you could have expressed the implied constructive trust right then and there. Let it be known that Judge so and so left the vessel, right? And boom, you could have went that way.
And this is what I messed up at. I'm like, okay, he trying to get he realized that you're not finna convince me to get a bad actor when you seen him being the worst actor of them all. So he realized that want a continuation in 15-minute recess.
Absolutely. Remember, we're recess. So hey, we're gonna just take an adjudication. We're gonna take a minute here. Well, every time they come back, it's a re-venue. The re-venuing, and what they're doing is they're reintroducing whatever wards of state, sureties, and Lee Inglis, and they're bringing up new parties of interest. That's what he was doing. But it doesn't even matter. All that shit right there, they can go. You know what? Jump in a lake, because guess what? We'll do the forensic audit on it, and guess what? We get paid. Boop, boop. Get it?
But
hey, look at you take that. You take that stuff, you bundle it together. It's called source documents. And let me tell you something. You people are going to change the world. You cannot use that name and say. It don't matter if you got a copyright or trademark on it. It has nothing to do with that crap. Assume name, Minnesota rules, and blah blah blah. Really, it's a financial transaction. If you're gonna go ahead and produce a financial transaction, you better show me a true bill, right? A delegation of authority, a contract. Show it to me. They don't have it. They just hope that you acquiesce as appropriate. Right? That's why they call you. Ready? They call you by your. Watch this. You look at any indictment, city, you go state and then federal. They always got your name differently on any indictment. Go look at it. Every single one is different. Why? Because they all have rights, titles, and interests to your last name, to your front name. Then you got the state level. Oh, it's going to be your front name to your last name. You want to go with municipality, then you're going to get the whole name. Boom, John, Henry, and Joe, right? So they own rights, titles, and interests to those particular form and fashion of names. Go look it up. I mean, I'm telling you, anybody who's ever got a felony, a felony is always going to be the last name first. That's how I beat both fellas.
Yeah, so when I saw they was changing venue and they wouldn't tell me anything, they was quiet, so I went to the courthouse to get the sheriff department to get a FOIA request on those dirty cops that pulled me over in December. So yeah, he had issued a bench warrant out for my arrest and failure to appear. Oh. So I was in jail. So I was telling those officers, I said, this is deprivation of rights and violation of due process. You can't say the judge issued out a bench warrant, try to search my pockets and empty everything out of me and don't provide me with a warrant. You got to show me that piece of paper first before you touch me.
Absolutely. Show me that.
So
first of all,
they didn't identify. The captain was the only one to identify himself. Basically they sent since I was at the sheriff department to get a FOIA request. They had me in jail from the October the 3rd up until my trial on the 21st.
Yeah. By the way, that's called involuntary. Ready? Look at me. Detainment. You know that person, that collateral, which is your body, was supposed to be brought before an Article 3 magistrate immediately.
And I told them that. But
what they made you, ready, was a taxpayer. Check it out. They switched the role. Listen to me. Come on. I went through it. I sat there for 8 months in damn Harris County lockup with a bunch of freaking murderers and all kinds of shit. Right? I'm very benevolent. Seriously, I'm benevolent. I inspire people. I'm a minister. I got 508c1As, all that shit. I can go into everything. Yeah. So what they do, like I remember going in front of the judge when they finally gave me an opportunity. She wasn't the judge, and I said, "Hey, judge, not for nothing, but this is you have an obligation to perform, and remember, the Constitution doesn't apply to your person; it applies to them." And when you start talking like the Constitution applies to you, well, guess what? You just gave yourself away as an employee. I don't do that. I said, Judge, you got a Sixth Amendment obligation to tell me the nature and the cause of the allegations to be made before it. I mean, the judge goes, oh, F me. Yeah. And anyway, and here's the good news. Everything they did to you, every financial transaction, report the taxes. If anybody can hear my voice, report it. All the people sitting behind bars right now, ready? That's called maturity dates, right? They create the GSA bonds, bid payment performance bonds, all that crap. That's it.
Yeah.
So when you
Yeah, because they make they make $299.
Right, but see, a lot of these gurus, hey, you satisfied with that with a debt. What's that guy's name? I know I met him in Louisiana. He's sitting behind bars. He's using GSA bonds to satisfy a debt where a judge already did the GSA bonds. You cannot pay a debt with a debt. It's simple transaction. What you do is you get that transaction, you identify the CUSIP, and then you realize who the real lender is. You. The only other living can create that. So all these people go, hey, yeah, you want to, do a motion to quash, hey, do GSA bonds, all that. You cannot pay a debt with a debt. Now you're definitely in dishonor. No license to collect a debt on your named estate. Now you're trading with the enemy. Get it? All you had to do was report the taxes. So if you got pulled over and then there was like stupid cop, hey man, we're going to give you a DWI or whatever. Take that indictment, that security interest, send it back to the Department of Treasury and get paid. You're not going to jail. They're going to have to pay everything. Get it? I mean,
so I send the tickets to the United States Treasury.
Yes, sir. You get with me. I'll show you.
Oh, yeah. Definitely give me your number, man. Definitely.
Hey, listen, number one is, see, you're the living, you're unincorporated, you're a natural person is the living. What they want you to be is that incorporated person where you are the Lee English and then the surety. Therefore, guess what? They get to move you as a decedent, as a guardian ward, and they get to go ahead and manipulate you to become a trustee and imply constructive trust. What's the proof of that? Everybody sitting in prison has a trustee jumpsuit on right now. Ain't no beneficiary there. Get it? Yep. For the love of sweet Jesus, I can't believe we got 133 people. We're doing good tonight.
They make $291 for every day a person is in there.
No, way more than that, my brother.
No, I'm saying per person. They're making that per body in there.
Yeah, well, see, check this out. So I pulled my CUSIP back trace, right? Watch this, financial transactions on my court case. It's $2.4 billion. Can I recover it? 100%. That's called CUSIP back tracing. You know? But you want to make sure you're in the right position to handle that so you can get all the federally backed assets and credits back into your accounting. Remember, you're an accountant, right? They want you to be their underrated, but you're the underrated for what? The United States. Remember, the United States has an obligation to perform for you. All their debt obligations belong to them and not you, but you didn't report nothing to them. That's why you go to jail. That's why they take your car. That's how they take your children. You're not reporting them. Get it? I'm just telling you guys, you guys get this shit. It's mind-blowing because everything starts with you, right? Every financial transaction starts from you, the living. They had to convert that private trade transaction into what's called a public commercial transaction, which is fraudulent conversion, and they create surety ships with your name. That's how they do it. It's simple, really. You think?
Yeah. But on my end, they intentionally had me in jail so I wouldn't be able to properly prepare myself for my trial. And then even when I mentioned certain things to the judge about defamation of rights, a violation of due process, and how they tell you do not have the right to make a phone call, you have to get booked, and they have to get your fingerprints and mug shots before you can even make a phone call.
Same thing happened with me, brother. Same exact thing happened with me.
They brought it up in the prosecution tried to change the subject when the judge agreed with me.
I'm gonna teach you something. Hey, no problem. You can say whatever you want, Bopo. I'm gonna create my court of record. I'm gonna do affidavit. Hey, thank you for inviting me into your courtroom. Bang! Now I do affidavits on and before the record in the courtroom. Guess what? I don't give a shit what you're denying me. They turned off my they kept me in involuntary containment. Terrible. I had shot 5 times, and then they didn't give me no blankets, no toothbrush, called me a sovereign citizen. I couldn't even push the button, but to talk to anybody, and my arms they broke my arms when I was in there too. So listen, I know what you're talking about. Okay? I got all that skin in the game. My girl called 911. I'm gonna tell you something. That whole damn prison. When I say that shook the whole. If you call 911 on one of your loved ones being held captive in any prison, guess what happened? Woo! You just made them to go find out all that booking and all that accounting. Get it? Why? You call 911, you report the taxes now, aren't you? There's your proof of claims. I won't get too much into that, man, but you should have saw that shit. Holy mother sweet Jesus. I saw them all coming running, man, like, what the hell was going on?
Next time.
Hey, call 911. You're from that situation. Guess what happened? You just created a court record beyond, it's international at that point. Not that I'm recommending it, but if you're getting beat up and call 911. Get it?
Yeah, they need to do that in Mississippi down there.
Hey, listen to me, man. I'm telling you, man. I've never seen nothing like it. They come after me, man. And then they try to put me in rooms and beat me up. You know what I mean? I was already broken up. I was shot 5 times. My arms were separated and all. But I told the doctor when they were trying to beat me, hey, you see him punch him? And he goes, yes, I do. And that's why they stopped hitting me. You know what I mean? But I converted them. I converted all of them. Yes, I did before I left. So you look at, God gave you ability to look at things, understand things. You don't know if I'm guilty. You don't come in here because somebody says, hey, beat him up, he called. No, you don't do that. I ain't no damn sovereign. Think for yourself. This could be you. Come on, I'm ex-military, ex-Navy deep sea diver in the SEAL team, Desert Storm veteran. Come on, a father of a multi-millionaire, health clubs, taking care of the community. But you guys are going to come in here because you're getting paid what? How many? And you're just going to start punching on my ass. I said, man, think about your life. Think about it. Is this really what you want to do the rest of your life? Come on, man. You don't know me. I didn't hurt you. Why are you beating on me? Anyway, I did convert them. I converted a lot of them, to be honest with you. Yeah, a lot of them started crying because they realized, wait a minute, I took a job just because I have to take a job. Well, you start thinking about how you hurt people. I'd never take a job where I get to hurt people, just being honest. Anyway. Hey, we got 134. This is like the biggest. I am so blessed that you guys are all sharing with me this evening. And I'm going to let you guys talk among yourselves. I'm going to go order some food. I want to let you guys take the floor. Anybody who wants to talk among yourselves, please do.
I had something. I was looking up something
what I do
in Michigan.
and told my vehicle without.
I'm sorry about that, man.
Yeah, but what they do is they get you out of your vehicle. You know why? In your DMV driver license, there's an abandonment clause. Why do you think? Hey, I need you to step outside your vehicle real quick. Why? You're going to give me a ticket. Just give me the damn.
Oh no, they supposed to be at my gunpoint.
Well, then you go, brother, and then you take that information and you roll with it because you never had a contract, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17, with any state trooper, anybody pulling you out of your vehicle. Get me? Get a hold of me. That's what I call that is recoupment of all your abandoned securities. You cannot make people get outside a vehicle, whether they're driving in commerce or they're traveling, has nothing to do with it. What these young kids are being taught is to take them outside the vehicle because in your driver license, that's called an abandonment clause. The minute you get out now, they could tow your vehicle and take it from you. They don't know that, but they don't know it, though, to be honest. They're taught, just get them outside the vehicle. Why? You abandon your securities right on the side of the road. Now the state, so-called wannabe debt collector, he gets to go steal your vehicle. Don't you think it's weird why they always ask you to step outside your vehicle? I mean, hey, I need you to step out. Why? Well, if you're going to give me a speeding ticket, but Why can't I feel safer in here? Why do I have to? No. The minute you get out, you abandon your security. Why do you think they come knock on your front door? The minute you open your front door, they stick their little foot in there so you can't shut it. Why? You just welcome them in. Don't go to no goddamn doors. You go to a window. Can I help you with something? Where's your search warrant? Article 3, magistrate, independent from the tribunal. Come on, let me see it. No. Don't open your doors. Don't step out. And you know what? You won't have to be doing any of that because they will leave you completely alone because you're talking to people like me, other people on this call, very educated, very highly educated.
You know what? Can I say something real quick about what you're talking about right now?
Yes.
Okay, so listen. I was on someone's live. Stop court fraud. I was on her live. Police came to my door. Same exact shit you said. Police was at the door. I went to the window. I did not open the door. And everybody was telling me what to say, bro. Exactly what you just said, bro. That shit happened exactly like that.
Oh, my God. I had SWAT teams, right, come in with this girl I was with. Because she sign somebody's bond. You know, whatever. They come to the door. And I said, don't ever answer your damn door. What's wrong with your damn head? Hey, if you don't answer your door, there's no evil that can come into you, right? You go to a window, right? The eyes are the windows. Hi, can I help you with something? Hey, but they believe there's a welcome mat out in front of your house with an address, and then you open your door, then you just welcome in all that controversy. Stop welcoming in that shit into your life. Get it?
I better not let them vampires in. They're not going to come in unless you let them in.
There you go. You got it, brother. And thank you for validating what I'm saying. I've done it I never, ever do I go to my door and open it. Ever. I'm not talking like friends and I'm beating on your door. Let me go. Hey, let me go verify that it's you. And then, okay, come on in. You don't let nobody come into your light in your house. You got guys wearing these suits with these little shiny badges. You got a contract with them? Open your door. You do now. You just welcome us in. We're code enforcement. Okay. Don't open your damn doors, people. For the love of sweet Jesus, you don't do it. Get it? Don't do it.
Oh no, like I said, they put a gun up to the glass to get out now, and I asked for a supervisor. They didn't care. They want to be complete tyrants. They they put the gun up to the glass, and then they make sure he didn't look like he was lying on his affidavit. They added 3 times on 441 to help his case.
Right. And so what I do there, ready? I lie. I said I got 17 different cameras. I got 2 right here. You're being live, and matter of fact, you're being recorded live. Just so you know. And I'd like to get all your.
I'm on TikTok.
I request all their documents, right? FARA statements, Privacy Act statement. I want to see the fact that you have a certificate of the fact that you're a peace officer. I want to see your certificate of authority from the governor. Bang! Show me a bona fide contract. You got anything to do with that named estate? Let's go. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17. You must have territorial jurisdiction. I must agree to the terms and the conditions of the contract. You want to show me a bona fide contract? CFR 52-212.5. You want to show me the fact that you got a power of attorney over that named estate? Could I please see it? See? That's the difference right there. What did I do? Show me who you are. I don't need to prove to you who I am.
They don't care.
No, they do care. No, they won't care. Trust me. Yeah, when you start asking those questions and they violate, ready, your delegation of authority, and they have no power of attorney to use that name to state, and say, we represent this particular organization, say, thank you. Can I see the bona fide contract of that estate? And guess what? Now you shut them down. You put them in involuntary bankruptcy. Get it? How many times do you think they're to come beat on your door when you just took over their charters? You just took over their charters and you put them in involuntary bankruptcy. Guess what happens? All those sheriffs and all those policy enforcement agents, they go now and they got a "I will work for food" sign on their chest. Yeah, they don't have no qualified immunity when they do that. You tell them I got no contract with you. You're more than welcome, and you put it on the record. The record is when you go ahead and Video live, everything. Anybody beats on your door, video. If you video it, they're screwed. They don't want you to do it. Hey, we got our cameras rolling. Yeah, you got your cameras rolling, but now I got to do a FOIA request, and all of a sudden they disappear. Hey, I got my own damn cameras rolling, mofo. Get me?
So when I asked them for their oath of office and their bond when they was at the door, because someone told me to ask them that, that's why they backed down. Because when they came up to the door the first time, they wasn't hearing shit I was saying. Then when I started asking them questions, like, can you give me legal advice? Are you allowed to give me legal advice? Shit like that. When I started asking them those questions, they changed their whole...
You say like this, I have no problem to comply with you. Could you please provide me the delegation of authority, the notice of fiduciary responsibility, and you want to make sure, hey, I could be a little confused. Do we have a bona fide contract? CFR 52-212.5. And you know what? I could be like a really misled, but did I grant you my power of attorney to continue to use that name to state without having my express, written, and or implied consent on the record? Your record is your phone. Now you go live with that shit. That's how I shut all of them down. SWAT teams, you name it. You know what they say? Yeah, we don't have any contract with you. Well, thank you. And then get the hell out of here before I sue you. Hell out of here.
Yo, that's what they said. They said the exact same thing. Oh, I don't know what a bond of oath of office or what our bonds are. He said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Don't let them do that to you, guys.
They train to say that. They superior officers have meetings before they even come out in the field on what to say to the quote unquote sovereign citizens is what they call everybody.
Hey, I have a question.
They train to do it.
I have a question. Like, it's, they got different jurisdictions of law enforcement, right? And you got the city cops, you got the sheriffs. But like, if you think about it, who never come to your door? Or I want to say this. I think like the state police understand contract more than any other like state agency, like county agency. Because if you think about it, how many times do you see a state cop pulling over a person? Or a state cop knocking at your door? I think the state cops know more about when you in commerce.
Well, I want to tell you guys something. I never heard anybody as the 5th of October. I know we're in November, but the sheriff left the Aberdeen Military Tribunal laws. Now he has an obligation to perform under, ready? The land constitution, organic land constitution. So you guys are going to start seeing like this bullshit when they're pulling people over. There's no corpus electi, lost, injured, harm. Some guy with a fucking seatbelt charge and they shoot him 19,000 times. Now, that shit's going away. Because you're going back in. Oh, yeah, as the 5th. I've never heard anybody talking about it. And I don't know. Well, yeah, maybe because I'm really always, really informed. But you guys don't take chances, though. Listen to me. If you get pulled over, this is my world. I travel in RVs and so-called vehicles. It has not for hire on it. That's it. Why? There's my registration. If they want to open my door up, it will have a UPU sticker, and I'm under, treaties of peace and friendship. You don't even have to do that. Like now that I got to my level of learning, you can go under what's called agricultural liens and stuff. You guys are benevolent. You're peaceful. See, when you start reporting the taxes back to the United States, they have an obligation to protect you. You get it? Look at, okay, you got bank accounts with Bank of America and everything else, but you're not reporting the taxes to the people that are really responsible. You're creating a national debt. That's why you have a national debt, right? Think about it. You're not squashing that debt. We're allowing courts that are incompetent jurisdictions, de facto courts. Here's a question for you, and I would love one person to answer this to me. What court do you believe that you belong into? Anybody? Just tell me that.
Article 3. Article 3 court.
Okay, do you have a contract under? Tell me the Article 3 court that you believe that you have a contract under. There is none. See, this is...
maximum or common law?
Come on. Common law. Common law doesn't offer anything now, does it? So let's say you're under common law jurisdiction. I kind of ran into your fence. I gotta go fix it. That's not equity, right? So your mom and you built that fence with your grandpa 100 years ago. I come by and I roll into that fence. And I say, hey, don't worry, I'm going to go to Home Depot. It's going to be $178.64. I can go and paint it. And well, there's damages. Good damage on it, right? Because now you go into equity, right? Maybe in your mind, that's $100 million because that was the only fence that your mom or grandpa, whoever built with you. How you getting made whole? And that's where equity comes in. There's latches in equity and stuff like that. I don't want to get too deep on that. I don't want to lose you guys. But guess what? The government has to be your custodian caretakers. If you stop giving away all your equity to the so-called next policy enforcement agent, beats on your door, divorce beats on your CPS, boom, code enforcement, bang, county says you owe a tax. We stop giving that shit away. Well, guess what? We made whole again, aren't we? Because you have to zero out your accounting. And I'm going to get off the call right now because I'm getting really tired. So if we are in Walmart and they got a merchandise for sale called a bicycle, I would take that bicycle, right? Bring it up to what? The register, right? Watch this. This is how simple everything is, guys. I'm swear to you. Because I'm thinking, how can I communicate without losing people? I got a bicycle from Walmart. I'm just saying cute because I hope maybe that would be my situation. Anyway, so I go up there and then she takes one of those little scans it. What'd she do? She just registered that security. Write that in there. Enter the inventory. The merchandise was the bicycle. Now watch this. I moved forward. I gave her some kind of species or form of payment, right? What is she? Move through that. Ready? Register. She turns around. She hands me what? Proof of my payment. Proof of my DWI. Proof of anything. Proof that a court is telling me I owe an obligation. I got me a receipt. What do I do with the receipt? Send it back to the ones that owe it. Title 12, USC 4, all debt obligations are that of the United States. Title 18, USC, that of the United States. 31 CFR, 3123, that obligations belong to that receipt, that bill of attainder. Even these third-party debt collectors called so-called courts and banks with no license collected debt. They had to give you a receipt. The receipt is in the form of an indictment. Send it into your bank and get paid and have a great life. You get me? I mean, I don't know how much more simple I can break this shit down for you guys.
So you telling me I could be speeding all day? I send it into the correct bank and get paid.
Oh my God! Hey, check it out.
Positive balance.
Oh, I got a buddy. He goes, "Hey man, I'm gonna keep on speeding. Got me more tickets." I said, "They won't do it though. You're not gonna get away with that. They're gonna give you a couple tickets in the beginning, and they're gonna put you under what's called a data breach and indexing. You become a liability for the state of. So you can do all kinds of crazy shit. And I am proof of it. Okay? As long as you ain't hurt nobody. But even then, if you really want to get... So look at... They know. They say this. Ready? Don't you ever bring that individual back into this courtroom again. Why? They had to put up their surety bonds and all kinds of shit. And if you know how to collect on your accounting, you really think they're going to give you another ticket? Whatever registration you got, I will promise you on my life, there you go. Get away from that individual right there. Don't go near him. They will run away from you like Carl Lewis. Just telling you right now.
That's how you get them motherfuckers. Got you.
Listen to me. God, for the love of sweet Jesus. Hey, when the prosecutor had to pull out his surety bond and pay for a court case, you really think they're going to, like, pull me over and try to give me another ticket, another tariff, another debt obligation? Really? I already beat the state of Texas. Prosecutor had to pay the bill. You really don't think they have a little MOS? Hey, please don't ever pull it. I don't have rights, titles, and interests. I don't. No, I don't have nothing. I just submit. That's it. I could use
that. Makes sense too. That makes sense, Elvis.
To me, when I was told, please leave the state of Texas. Okay. The number one prosecutor had to pay for my court case, okay? Listen to me. For the love of sweet Jesus. I'm telling you, that's how powerful you guys are. We stop pretending we're this and that. Everything's a financial transaction. I told them I had to cue up on the court case. Bang! They ran out of the building, I swear to God, like their asses were on fire. Get what I'm saying? No, I mean, seriously, though.
I believe it.
I didn't even get a chance to say, hey, look, it's accused of back tracing. What's going to happen is you got gap report, get a basal. Boom! Are you going to sue me? I said, what are you talking about? No, I said, I know that that individual I was talking about is a lender. I said, can you sit down so I can explain it? No, bam! Recused himself in front of a judge. Not once, twice. I'm just letting you know. Why? Everything is a financial transaction. You're always the lenders, people. The living is the lender. The decedents or a borrower, they flipping the script on you. They stealing your creditor relationship, and they're offering recoupment and making you a taxpayer. Get it? Now, how do we recoup it? Well, we'll probably talk about that tomorrow. I'm not going to do it. I'm actually really impressed. We got 136 people because I saw this one girl. She just had her mammary glands out there, and she had like 456. And here I am telling how people keep their kids, their cars, their houses, their homes, equity. Hey, I'm impressed. We got 136. So, seriously, I love you guys, and this is why I do what I do. Listen to me. I'm telling you, if you listen to my voice, prosecutor had to pull out his blanket bonds, surety bonds. It's called performance bonds, right? But they have what's called dishonesty insurance and all that crap. So, anybody got a quick question for me? I'm getting tired. I do love you guys very much. That's why I do what I do.
Peace and prosperity to you all. And make sure you understand that we, the people, there is no color to the word people. So stop letting color blind you guys. It's we, the people.
Hey, 100%.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Hey, man, I'm a Moor. I'm nationality. I'm before you, and you need the bullshit. Hey, let me tell you about color. Ready? That's what they used to enslave us all. White male, black male. That's what they do, right? That's how they identify that person. Let me tell you something, which is really unusual, but 98% of my best friends are melanated brothers, okay? You know why? Because we don't see color. Get it? There is no fucking color. Get it? If you really believe somebody with a whatever skin complex or whatever you think there is, I don't care if you're Mexican, Latino, whatever it is, black, white, Irish, English, that system that they have is developed off of that, right? Donald Trump's for all the blacks and Kamala Harris and all that politics. Well, guess what? That's a bullshit deal, and that's why they keep us in slavery. See, the information you guys got, they certainly don't want out there anywhere in the world because you guys are smart. Wait a minute. A financial transaction has nothing to do with color. Zero. I mean, you got negatives and zeros. Is there a black and white issue, or is it green, yellow, purple, Indian? No, it says your Social Security, negative, positive, south. There's no color, my brothers and sisters. Come on. Look, if you fall for color in this world, man, they gonna win. I mean, every day and all day. Just saying.
That's how they separate. That's how they separate and keep people in the blind. Because it's about status at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, just think about this. When you think about the elections, like the last vote is for the electoral college. You think about this, you get we had 2 popular votes, like 2 times. Like, and mind you, I never voted a day in my life, like, and I never was privy to information like this. You know what I'm saying? But like, you had 2 popular votes before with Gore and Bush, and with Trump and Hillary, but it went to electoral college. So what I'm thinking this roundabout is like Trump been in office before, so I think old girl gonna get in there because it's gonna be another how you call it? It's gonna be something they're gonna capitalize off of because it's gonna be something new. And they that's why they divide us like that, because if we knew that we don't have the vote for real, then we are the people that overthrow the government. And some of us know how we can do that, like legally, you know what I'm saying? And doing what we doing in our processes and knowing what we doing. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they argue all day about this stuff, man. Oh, they gonna be good for the economy. No, you are good for the economy because we've been bankrupt since when? The Emergency Banking Act, when people had to turn their gold and silver in. And the full faith is on the government, and they divert people's attention from that, and that's why people don't believe what a lot of us people be saying, because they don't believe it. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yep. Hey, listen, I want to say one thing. I love you guys very much, and thank you for listening to me and giving me an opportunity to speak. And I really appreciate people that like him just speaking, because it's really important. Let me tell you something. It's very important. I want to tell you something. When they took over the gold, and this is very important for you to listen to what I'm saying to you guys. I've never heard this before. I know everybody knows about HJR 192. They took back the gold and silver, but they had to give you a thing called grace, right? Go look this up. Don't just listen to me. So when they took your gold and silver, they gave you grace. So with grace, they had to give you what's called a prayer for relief. And what is the prayer for relief that they gave you from grace? Your Social Security card. There it is. Listen, please. Listen what I'm saying right now. For the love of sweet Jesus. Okay? You got negative transfer, positive side accounts. I get in on that.
Elvis. Yeah. Hey, look, check it out, right? Like I said, when should I hit you up? So that way we can go over me getting remedy for my bills and me remitting my bills and things. When should I get with you? I already sent you a DM and all my contact information is in there. So,
okay, I'm sorry. So you know what you do? Hey, brother, you got my number? You have my number, though?
Nah, I don't. Respond. You want to respond to the DM and put it in there?
Yeah. Look, if you go right now on my Telegram, it has my number right there. If you go right to my profile, it has my number right there.
Man, you know what? I did. I called you and left a message.
Oh, well, that's probably the worst thing. Oh, for the love of sweet Jesus, my brother. No, I'm just so overwhelmed. You know what I mean? I'm just like,
all right.
You know what I mean? Hey, brother, text me. If you text me, the very first thing I do when I wake up, I go to my text. My phone, I can't even imagine. Like, so I'm trying to find people that would moderate and help everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And all of you guys,
don't even knew who I was until like 5 or 6 months ago. It's just being.
Hey, look, Elvis, look, check it out.
Elvis listens to voicemails, but doesn't listen to mine.
Hey, listen, Elvis, real quick. What I did, right, with my two vehicles, I had sent in and revoked the power of attorney. And on both of the vehicles, I had the president from the finance company contact me on both of the vehicles. You get what I'm saying? So my whole thing is in the contract it said that I could ask for how can I put it? I can ask for basically to redo the contract, and they would have to sign it, right? So my whole thing is I was going to ask them to make the payments with the security interest that is held for the collateral.
Okay, I see where you were going. I get that. I see what you're doing there. You're taking the contract, and then, if you look at any contract, it's called billing error, opt-out, arbitration. But when you were doing what you're talking about, so check this out, brother. You're going to love this. You could do a negotiable instrument with it and then report the taxes. You know what I'm saying? Look at I'm making it simple. Like, way simpler. Because when you're doing that, when you're giving that financial institution the ability to go ahead and decide whether they're going to accept the negotiable instrument or not, fuck you. Excuse my language. I'm going to report it. You're going to have to give it to me. Remember, you have full faith and credit. Sweet Jesus. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. So, promissory note?
Yes. You don't give it to them, though. You give it to your bank, and your bank is back federally certain. Like, get a hold of me tomorrow, my brother. Okay, I'm going to go sing tonight. But guess what? You got courage. Look at me. You got courage. And number one is, watch this. You doing that, you got courage. In other words, you're going to fulfill your obligation to perform. I like that. And I'm going to tell you why I like it. A lot of people don't have the ability to go in courts and do things. They don't have the ability to go into dealerships and do things. I'm going to put you in my group. We already been doing this for a long time. Yep. Anyway.
Yeah, I did it with my American Express card, too. I did. But look, I'm going to get with you tomorrow, man.
Yeah. Give me tomorrow,
brother. Go ahead and rest up.
All right. I know you about to get off, too, and I apologize for interrupting. I've been for a while. But I'm homeless, my car's messed up, and I'm fighting court cases. I need help.
What state you in, brother?
I am in Florida.
Hey, anybody in Florida? What part? What part of Florida?
I'm in Dade City, San Antonio area.
Anybody? All right, do me a favor.
I got a few people down there. Too.
Hey, let's bring him in. Come on now. I'm telling you, I do this all the time. I take everybody in. We're taking over motels and everything, but I'm in Texas. So if anybody's in Florida, I promise you, you help this guy, I will help you times 1,000. I'll guarantee my life. Okay?
All praises. Come on now.
Hey, Journey, DM me. I can see what I can do for you.
Yeah, there we go. Come on, guys. Please. Come on now.
All right.
I'll guarantee you, you help him any way you guys can help him. You send me the bills. I will guarantee you, I will get you paid back times 1,000. Okay? You do it. But help him though. He's on this call for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, absolutely.
Come on, man. Each one teacher. But look at. Come on, just help. You know what I mean? You help him. Okay, he's asking for help. I promise you, help him, and I will guarantee you, I will change your life. Get me? I'm telling you. I'm not even, pretending about this crap. Okay? We're taking over military bases. We're doing all kinds of stuff. Okay, I'm not in Florida, though, so if anybody's in Florida and you guys have a will, just help them out a little bit. You guys need some income, I'll send it right to you. I promise. Help them, though. That's all I ask. Okay? Anyway.
All right.
You guys are all the ones. You're the chosen. Now, come on, be the chosen. I'm telling you. Listen, you're the chosen. And help that man. He asking for help. For the love of sweet Jesus. I asked for help. I was homeless twice. Come on now. I work with parliamentarian chairmen of boards, hundreds of millions of trillions of dollars. I'm not in Florida, so I can't really assist them at this point. I mean, you guys can. Send me the bills. I will pay all the bills. How's that? Just try to help them. Just gather them up a little bit. That's all I ask them. I don't say go build my house and all that. I just give them a place to lay down. Okay? Lay down, give them some food in this belly. Now let's roll forward. God is with you.
Sometimes I have extra food.
Yeah. I get you other food tomorrow.
And I think there's like over 10 places that give food.
Yes, there is. Oh my goodness! I mean, you could even go to all the churches and they get all the free food because they have parsonages and they have what's called foundations and they have non-profits. But look, this brother's on this call. He's saying, "Can somebody? He's in Florida. Somebody, please pick him up." Help him. If you help him,
I tried to do that. I tried to do that in the past, and then you can't just help anybody because sometimes these people are like psychopaths.
No, I know that. You have to make sure.
I actually did this in my life, and I learned my lesson. I was like, okay, you're trying to be a good person, but then the guy
backfired.
Check it out.
He's a psychopath
I had
for real.
so many women,
and I was like, damn.
Check it out. Right, watch this. I had so many women come here, and there are. You have to reach out to him, talk to him, feel him. You got to be careful.
I mean, bro, look, we're in 2024, and people have been acting weirder by the second.
Yeah.
Hold on now. I'm not psycho though. Like I used to have a cell phone shop.
Full of love, you know what I'm saying? Like.
Well, maybe you guys had shamans and white witches come to you, right? This is what I've been dealing with.
What?
Right?
Me too, man. Nah,
I'm not even
worried. I'm not even kidding either, man.
Shamans, white witches.
Bro, I got
all
over
these
8.
motherfucking weird fucking women, right?
Yeah, no, I believe you more than 100% because
I'm saying it's weird.
Because
they come
I'm
after
actually
me.
seeing that too, so I know for a fact that what you're saying is 100%.
All right, but maybe if the brother's being genuine, we got to give him a chance. Now, I've taken in the homeless so many times. Oh, that didn't work out. They steal, rob, and rape.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's not that, you know what I'm saying?
I don't do none of that shit, bro.
But if they could just be regular, it will be okay. But I learned my lesson. I was a young person. I was like, hey, the world is a good place. No, bro. No, bro. These people are not thinking correct at the moment. And it's I always want to help. I sometimes I have extra food. Cause
no, I get that.
Working from hotels, I be having surplus food. It goes bad.
Yeah. Hey, brother, check it out. I literally got these. I know these women have a lot of money. I ain't gonna lie to you. Lots of money. I know, right? But I'm scared as all hell letting one of them come to me.
What's up, man?
I'm just being honest, because
all right.
Anyway.
All I'm saying is this: even if you can't help me out with with nothing, just positive words or words and reinforcement with sometimes would just be enough help to keep it going. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what you got to do, brother? You got to give us a cash app. I'll send you money right now.
God loves you.
Hey, if you're good, then you're good. You want to be like they're telling about because they're right. Man, I've gotten my ass kicked so many times for believing and everything's good.
Yeah. I was like that.
What kind of cell phone shop you on?
Like innocent to the fact of the evilness of the world.
Yeah, because it's the rapture. Rapture is this. It's good and evil, and that's why there's a boom. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, why do you think the rivers were drying up? You Euphrates. You know why? It's biblical. But that doesn't mean we always go for the negative. Hey, let me tell you something. A lot of people are good people, you know what I mean? We just try to help them a little bit, lift them up. That don't mean we don't become suckers for everyone. Lord knows I am one. Let's just be honest with that. I mean, seriously.
Words of encouragement. Maybe you could do like average possession for like some bank, allegedly bank owned something.
Yeah, we can do that. And like, even like for him though, see, there's churches and everything that will give him all kinds of money, all kinds of different things until he gets there. He can set himself up into banking and all the stuff that we're talking about. But he can also get, a redemption and making sure he's okay, because come on, man, that's our whole damn job in our life. People, we all know it. We all know it. But then we dismiss everything. You know what I'm saying? So, but it don't mean we take it hook, line, and sinker.
I don't want to listen. You guys, I know it's easy for someone to say these words, and it's kind of hard to believe a person you meet on the internet. But guys, when I tell y'all, like, I'm not lying to y'all, I was on Stop Court Frauds Live, and like the police is at the door.
I was there
trying to serve it, so you should know I'm not making this up, bro.
I was there, and I was typing comments.
I feel it in his voice.
I'm talking to you
right now.
Yeah, I was
like, hey, tell him this.
You see, I'm really going through like tough times, guys. Like, I'm really like going through shit, and they're trying to put me in jail. The people the people I was residing with is really trying to get me incarcerated, and I'm trying my best to stay, trying to stay afloat. That's all I'm trying to do.
Bro, send me a message. I would do what I could do. Maybe impart some like knowledge or guidance. We could talk like maybe the average possession way. Maybe like the places where there's food and stuff like that. I'm always willing to help, but I'm not willing to like mess my own safety, because I learned my lesson, and I've been through some not scary stuff, because God's the best, but like I've been through some stuff that it's really wise to know that it's good to have love in your heart and try to help others, but in reality, you have to help yourself. You have to help yourself first, and because and then afterwards you help others, because
you can do it.
Or I don't know.
That's guaranteed.
I've been through.
It's guaranteed.
It's like a lesson that you have to learn. It's not that you don't want to help people. It's that people are a certain way, and then it could be that people are good people, but like it's like a school that you go to, and then you must learn to protect yourself, physically, spiritually, energetically. Because all my life I thought people are as good or nice as me, and like in reality, no, people should still strive to help. Because look, if I see something like, if I have food, I'll give you more than 50% of my food, and I will feel not hungry. Like anytime anybody asks me for food, I'll happily give them 50 or more percent more. And at all times, like, I'm not gonna say no, like to help somebody, like at all, man. Like I've talked to some people here, they've done like adverse possession. They do certain paperwork, where to transfer the property to a trust or something like that. Maybe Elvis could add some stuff here. They fill in some paperwork, and they have like properties and stuff, and then they go to like websites like PopWire, and then they look at specific houses like our bank owned and stuff like that, or I don't know. I don't know, but if you send me a message, or I'll send you a message, I could definitely communicate with you. I got no problem, sharing what I could.
See, I appreciate that. That's all I really be asking people for help with. Like, this whole situation with the court case caused me to not be able to travel like I normally would, because it was a driver on suspended license. And after they give you that second ticket, they immediately put you in jail. So it's like, do I want to risk it for work? So I decided it wasn't worth it. So then now I couldn't work, lost the job. So here I am, I'm struggling, but I know it's gonna get better. Right now, I just need a little bit of help, so I can get to that next level and keep going on with life. I've never asked people to give me the shirt off their back or nothing like that, because at the end of the day, you don't know me from a can of paint, and I wouldn't ask that of you, because I know you guys got your own responsibility, you guys got your own things going on, and I don't want to do that to people. But I do need help, so I'm asking if it's something that you can provide me with.
Be beautiful. Listen to me. If you don't hear that, let me just tell you something. You can blow smoke up my ass and piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. But let me just tell you something. That brother right there, he keeping it 100. Okay? Now look, you guys all got this beautiful, articulated information that God gave you a gift to understand. We have an obligation to perform. You get me?
Yeah. Is the court case? Is the court case finished? Is it completed?
No, it's still ongoing. I got 2 traffic infractions, driving on a suspended license. One is criminal, one is not.
Have you written a letter to the judge?
Report the taxes. 1099.
I didn't know the whole process. All I did was an affidavit of truth. And when I submitted my affidavit of truth, they hit me with a failure to appear warrant in the courtroom.
Of course, that's the only way they can move.
Did you certify mail it to the judge, or did you just mail it?
I gave it to the clerk of the court.
The rule of procedure requiring an answer. So you send another documentation, said the court advanced without responding. An affidavit is placed upon the record, and the affidavit stand up as truth if no rebuttal has come forward for it. Therefore, I move forward to dismiss this case. They operated in commerce. I won't tell you they operated in commerce, but he was telling you earlier about banking, how banking works. Now, you see, the banker have to have 2 sides of the ledger that he have to work for. He have to work for who? Both the debtor and the creditor. So if they even do call it a debtor, his duty is to discharge the charge with the proceeds. So you can instruct him to use the proceeds to discharge the claim. Or you can totally say, I move for rescission of any contract that the state believes that they can bind me by. I will move to a rescission process. Within 20 days, they must answer to that rescission notice. There's many ways you can find a case. They will pretend as, well, we don't go through that nonsense. They're not our sovereign citizen bullshit. Then you have to prove me law that whatever I said, you have to have continuation of evidence. They have to have continuation of evidence. One, they have to prove that it's not a contract, and they have to prove that it's not a contract, and they have to prove that you are a citizen of them. So there's no evidence on the record. It's called a fictitious action. Therefore, you have to move the court to perform. You have to call it out as a fictitious action. So you have to hit the board.
How many people are talking? How many people are talking?
One person, Cool Fox.
Oh, only one, but I think he has like an echo.
Yeah, I know. I hear it. Yeah.
I think my phone have an echo, I guess.
Yeah, your phone jacked up, man. It's bad.
All right, I'm gonna drop down.
No, it's good.
It's not that bad. I think your voice itself is it echoes, so you say it 3 times all at once.
Oh, hey, do it again. Hey, you know what? Hey, do it again. I'm on Bluetooth. I'm gonna move. Let's see if we don't have no more echo. Go ahead, do it again.
You have to stand in the square and don't be scared of no motherfucker, because they act like they're bullies. So since it's a criminal charge, you start invoking the constitutional rights. Hey man, this is a criminal charge. We're gonna move for a speedy trial, and we're gonna move for a public trial, and we're gonna move for a jury trial. You see, because you want one clean thing, you still can bring a claim against them afterwards in the Supreme Court. And you got to show that you run the administrative process all all throughout the case.
Absolutely.
Once you can show the administrative process is completed, you can just take it straight to the Supreme Court under what? Fraud. Federal Rule 60B, 60B3, and hold them accountable for them.
Yeah,
It's a procedural steps. You are complaining because it's not working because you're going through the procedure, which is a criminal procedure. The procedure that they're running, acting like they have a contract with you that you are binding to, but they have not bring no contract before your face. These are motherfuckers supposed to bring.
Hold on. Say that again, just real quick. Because you went right on by it. Say it again, slower, so they can hear you. About the contract.
Administrative procedures runs through contract, but they have not placed no contract on the record. Where is the fucking contract? So you have to do a subpoena ducis tecum, in which you bring forth them to perform. Now, if the clerk decided that she don't want to sign a fucking subpoena ducis tecum, there's the code that somebody just put in the live. Somebody just put the code in the live. So you're gonna do a right to access the court, fuck the clerk, and hold her accountable for every documentation they submit, and hold her for obstruction of justice and tampering with witness. Tampering with witness, 18 U.S. Code 1512. They are fucking with your record, fucking with your mind, fucking with this. You can't use coercion while they're practicing law, bro. So once they come with the fucking intimidation, you start asking them questions. Then you go forth and ask the goddamn lawyer to bring forth that fucker that called himself a peace officer to come on the goddamn stand. When he come on the stand, you said, do you know what is Executive Order 13107? If that motherfucker said no, guess what? It is not mandate in his policy. Since it's not mandate in his policy, it automatically start breaching treaty. The contract that you sign is void. Nobody can execute a void contract. And those are the speech that's supposed to come out of your mouth. They say, Your Honor, you are the fiduciary. They gave you a document which you have my name on it. I want that document. Every single document, the proceed come from that. That's his fucking minds. You better not touch it. Else I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to report it for the tax. Your proceeds from that, you must get it. But you have to learn the rules of law and banking.
At the same time, none of the traffic infractions that I've received have I signed. There's no signature on any of those two traffic
mandamus? Huh? Have you written the courts a right of mandamus? Meaning, have you written them to perform the specific clerk in which that you're regarding to? Have you written her a right of mandamus, stating to her that she needs to perform?
No.
Yeah, I have.
That's where you would start.
I did a writ of habeas corpus with a writ of mandamus, right? And when you do that, see, only the entitlement holder can write the writ. Why? The writ is the order. And that's how I got myself free. Why? The entitlement holder is the only one who can write a writ. A writ is an order. You get it? And guess what? If I'm writing the order, I'll guarantee you on my life I can prove I'm the lender, you're the borrower. See? Take that writ that you're talking about, mandamus, and then find out what position you're in. What position are you in to write that writ? Get it? Are you the lender? Or are you the borrower? Are you the debtor or creditor on that writ, a mandamus? Check it out. I'm just telling you. Hell, that's how I got out of damn prison. I did my writ of habeas corpus, right? And there's no what? There's no finding of facts, and there's no corpus delicti. What's corpus delicti? Loss, injury, and harm. You got a contract with any court? Show me you do. I can't wait to see it, because I want to make a lot of money if you guys can show me one. So you're writ of mandamus and all that crap, writ of habeas corpuses, right? Right? All that crap. That's orders. Well, are you a judge? No. What you're doing is you're putting in finding of facts into a record as if you have some kind of delegation of authority to do so. Get it? So let me ask you a question. Who can write a writ of habeas corpus or writ of mandamus Who can write it? Who can write it and how? Not that I even care about that stuff, because that's totally unnecessary. Just saying. Why? They can never. They have a contract. They have named the state. Show me you got a contract with that named state. What jurisdiction are me and you having an obligation to perform under? Ready? Zero. It doesn't exist. When I was in jail, I was doing writs of habeas corpus and all that. Guess what? They don't have no judge has any obligation to perform. You know why? Because you were acting as the what? The surety for it. Stop being the decedent, the surety, the Lee English, and start becoming the living. Now you start recouping and start becoming the living. Now you start recouping the securities on it. That's how I won everything. Why? How do I prove that? I'm kind of simple. I do a little forensic audit. Boom! I'm the lender, you're the borrower. I don't give a fuck about a writ. What's a judge do? A writ is an order. He believes that he has control over the decedent. You're not the decedent. Anyway. Sorry. I know I go off a little bit, but it's very important because when you get to this level of understanding of stuff, and then somebody says they're doing writs and orders, and the thing is, okay, who does writs and orders? Only the living. So I went in the car. I did me a writ of habeas corpus. What's a writ of habeas corpus? I have to be brought before an Article 3 magistrate, right? Damn, you must have a contract. Then you did a writ of habeas corpus. Where's your contract with any court, any county, any policy enforcement agent? Please tell me that the sheriff has a contract with you. There is none. There's $1 billion worth of game. Ain't one bullshit entity, fake entity anywhere has a contract with you. Well, open your door. Maybe they can just come in and just enjoy themselves and take your kids, your cars, your houses. Get it? Anyway. Thank you, Cool Fox. I know you're coming in. I love you very much, my brother. You're a lot like me. Why are you up this late? I have no idea. I get it.
Man, it's a different city.
No, I get that. But I'm just saying. Hey, listen. If you know this, you'll always be free. Name one entity ever has a contract with you. I mean, it's simple. That's called finding of facts, right? That's called discovery. Whatever court you think you need to go into. I'll tell you what. Show me one finding of fact where I need to perform whatever position you want to put me into. There is none. Because why? I'm the child of the Most High, mofos. Your shit does not apply to me. Your man-written rules and regulations. Hey, I'm all good. You're welcome to show me that I have to perform. Doesn't exist. Get it? That's all there is to this game. Anyway. Holy shit, we got 109 people on this call? Wow. Okay. We might be doing good or some shit. Anyway, I can't hear nobody anymore. Anybody here?
I'm still here too, man. I hear you too.
Now, Cool Fox is a bad Larry Brown, that boy right there. He knows. Hey, let me tell you something. You ain't gonna piss on his leg and tell him it's raining. He good. He very good. Anyway. I don't know. I think I was trying to talk. I think I might have cut everybody off. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't. Oh, here we go. Hang on a second. The hell?
I don't know how I got this box over here.
Showtime, so that's what it is. It's showtime.
Oh, no, I think okay. I didn't do that. I didn't mute you. I was just Anyway, keep going, my brother. Can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you on my end for sure.
Wow, they trying to shut him down. For real. Unbelievable.
I think he muted. He muted himself or somebody muted him. I don't know.
No, he's not. He's not trying to mute himself. I'm telling you right now. He is like trying to talk, but
I'm trying to hear that. I'm trying to hear that game too. I'm trying to hear it.
Yeah, me too. Hang on. I'm trying to give him back, but he's. Hang on a second.
How did I get in the big box?
I don't know. You tell me. What the hell am I?
I went to the store and had y'all in the pocket listening to y'all, and I get back.
Big feller. Don't worry about it. God's got you. Now, hang on a second. I don't even know what I'm doing. Hang on. I'm trying to get him back up here. When I do that, he's muted.
Okay, my mic is on now.
There you go.
The showtime is on. The showtime is on. I gotta turn on the showtime.
Okay.
You gotta look for the showtime button and turn it off.
Oh, I don't know how to do any of that.
It's one of those little buttons down there at the bottom. Not sure which one.
Oh, little button down by the bottom. Oh, for the love of... Hey, you know, Cool Fox, that's how I got married. That little button right down there at the bottom. Yeah, you know how much that cost me? $2.4 million. That little button right down there at the bottom. Yeah. Anyway.
The principal rule in the courts.
Just give it to him.
The principal rule in the courts, judicial procedures start after the administrative process, if the administrative process has been invoked. So since they're invoking administrative process on you, they would have to have evidence of the fact, continuation of evidence. They're saying, hey, well, this is the state jurisdiction, motherfucker. You gotta show me that you're the juror. Show me that you're the juror in order for you to tell me that I'm in the fucking state jurisdiction. Because once I look, there were 10 states here before. And your constitution just started out. I look at if you look up some of these constitution acts when they were enacted, they would tell you that this is the 4th constitution enacted. Why is it changing? Didn't that sound suspicious to you? The 4th one. Many of them started in 1945. You're like, what the fuck is that? 1945? I thought this was the 1700, the 1600. When did you come by again? So who the fuck are you? That's the question I gotta ask. Who the hell are you? Where did you came from? When you look, they're cooperating.
That's it.
For the love of God, I know that you didn't place me on the hot seat.
You might be on the hot seat, young man. Let's go ahead and roll with it.
Hey, it's great to be here this evening, and
there you go. You're up. You're up next. Why would you be afraid? Don't be afraid. Come on now. I don't know why they keep kicking him off, though. That's ridiculous, actually. Anyway. That might be like that bullshit. Anyway. Oh, for the love of sweet Jesus.
Yeah, I think you gotta click some kind of button.
Yeah, I've been clicking a lot of buttons in my life. I have no idea. I'm trying to get a moderator on this call so we can get Cool Fox. That boy is laying that shit all the way down. Okay? Anyway. Yep, I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just be honest, okay? I have no problem with that, admitting that. So, I love you guys all, man. I tell you what, I love all of you.
It's a multi button that you gotta touch it. Some multi button down there you gotta look for.
Hold on, hang on a second. Where do I look for the button? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking at. Ready? It says host, guest, show.
That's what's happening. Showtime. You gotta kick Showtime and cancel it.
Oh, okay. Well, then he goes over to subscription, and then it's arrow, and then it says enhance, and there's 3 buttons. Which one do I hit so I know?
You gotta enhance. You gotta change it or cancel it.
All right. Well, we probably have to do this tomorrow, my brother. But you keep talking, though.
It's procedures. Let them run their administrative procedures, but you got to be there and watch everything. And in the middle of the administrative procedures, you just keep throwing wrench in their shit. Just keep throwing a lot of wrench in their shit. Get all the IRS documentation and file it on the record and force the clerk to put it on there. They need a
there you go.
just file them on the record. Report the fucking debt, you motherfuckers. That's as they report them.
Say that again. You report the damn debt. Why you go, for the love of sweet Jesus? Report it. Guess what?
So they need to report that shit.
How about that?
Just keep throwing some wrench in their shit, bro. They're gonna say, oh, well, we're gonna strike your shit off the record. I said, motherfucker, if you strike anything off the record, that clerk is gonna get 9 years in prison.
Bam!
Objection, all objection must be on the record. If she touch one of those documents, 9 years in prison, $9,000 a day.
Well, violation of antitrust law violations, because if you're bringing in documents and she's a public servant, she's supposed to have an obligation to perform. So
right to access the court, bro.
Bam.
Yeah.
She cannot deviate court records. I don't give a flying rat's ass. You bring, and they go, oh yeah, we don't need to record these. Really? Sucks to be you.
And
that's antitrust law violations, guys. Listen to me. He's telling you the truth. All right, go ahead. Go, I love you, man. You're awesome.
That's why it's good to have people in the court with you, our friends. Like this motherfucker trying to kick me off the court the other day. Kick me out of the court and I do the live court, just kick me out. And then trying to pretend. He's trying to pretend. He's trying to pretend that he's actually talking to me still like I'm on there. But what he didn't know is I was in the goddamn court as a guest on another phone and another device. So they didn't pretend to talk. I said, motherfucker, you kicked me off the live. You forgot that to kick me off.
Yeah. Hey, cool. What state are you in? What court are you going into?
I move around. So I was, at the time when he was doing it, I was in California. When I had the case, the case is in Missouri.
All right, that's okay. I got a lot of people in Missouri. That's why I was asking. So I got a lot of good people. You know what I mean? Private attorneys and all that crap.
They're full of shit, man. For real.
Look at me. Day one court. Ready? Watch this shit. And then I gotta go. There's not one single court of competent jurisdiction that can listen to your name to state anywhere. If there is, please tell me the court. Tell me. There is none. Hey, think about what I'm saying. There's not one, I'll say it again. I know I talk fast. Court of competent jurisdiction to listen to any court, any indictment, bill of attainder, summons, whatever. You tell me what court you have an obligation to perform under. Because if you can tell me that, I can't wait to go see it. There is none. Get it? There is no court. You get invited into what? What kind of court you get invited to? Is that a court of yours? Do you have a contract?
We in the administrative court.
There is.
They all have you guys as employees. Every single one of you guys as employees. Once you got that social security number.
Correct.
So give me the check.
Yeah, you call it the proceeds, and boom, that's a great word. And if you don't know what the word proceeds mean, you might want to look in the accounting. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Oh, that's how I do. Okay, to end this whole thing, everybody, when you get on and you got the box, live show and then hit wrap up.
Yeah.
That's how you.
I love you guys. You don't get it. Okay? Listen to me. I know for a fact, all you people on this call this late at night, you got dedication, devotion. Realize who you are. And I'll promise you something. The greatest things in your life will happen to you because you believed in something different than you. There ain't no court on this land that has competent jurisdiction. Not even the ecclesiastical court, because you would have to sign the agreement to it. Get it? Anyway, I'm going to go sing. I can't believe we're 100 strong. You know what that tells me? We changing things in the world. Anyway, I love you guys very much. I got to go. And thank you very much for all you people participating. And I know for a fact that we're going to change. You tell me any court of competent jurisdiction where you can go into, where they can adjudicate, foreclose, or probate over your name. Ready? 0. What? No, I belong in this court. I belong in this court. Here's a court of federal rules and separate. There's a court of criminal court. There's no courts. There's no courts of competent jurisdiction living. I listen. I can't wait for somebody to show me a court. There is none. Get it? You are the court. Get it? You show me what building, what court you think somebody can come and adjudicate. Article 3, magistrate, independent from the tribunal, 20-year peers. Oh, really? Did I sign that agreement? Nope. You guys didn't sign no agreement. 0. Get me? That's why I'm different. Trust me. I've taken out Article 3 magistrates. I know what I'm talking about. Hopefully, you guys can listen to me. I love all of you. You don't even know how much I love you. But there's no court ever that you go into any building because somebody is wearing a judge or a suit. They can adjudicate, foreclose, or probate. Just tell me the court. I can't wait. I tell you what. You tell me what court that I got to follow. Ain't happening. You're the ones. It's simple. There is no court. Period. There is no court ever can take in the living. All the courts can do is take into the seat, the dead, the assets. I want to find out where that court of the living is. Somebody hopefully can help me with that part. Where's the court of the living?
Yeah. So where's it at, huh?
Hey, the court of the living is you inside your heart. Period. There ain't no courts, no buildings, no books. 0. You are the court of living. Now, you want to let them bring you in there? Substantial, blah, all the bullshit. Come on, man. Ain't nobody could ever come into your heart. And if they were, I'd say, you know what? Maybe you signed an agreement with it. I doubt it. Well, not only do I not doubt it, I know for a fact you didn't. Court of the living is you. If you want to go into the seating courts, substantial law, private law, courts of municipalities, ecclesiastical in nature, and blah, blah, blah. Really? When you wake up tonight, ain't no damn court, competent jurisdiction. You're the court of competent jurisdiction. Learn it. You are the ones. Anyway, do apologize, guys. Sorry about that. Can't really hear. There ain't no one that could ever adjudicate foreclosure. You want somebody to go into a building and they get to, hey, it reminds me like your mom and your mother. Hey, did you eat the crayon? And Dad goes, well, I don't know. When Mom, yeah, come on. Anyway, Hey, let me tell you something. Nobody can adjudicate over you. Because why? They're men. Only the spirit could adjudicate you. Period. You want some guy in a fancy dress or a costume with a little shiny badge to steal your children, your cars, your kids, your houses? Really? Damn, I guess you didn't realize you were the ones. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, fuck me, man. That's how I won everything. Anyway, love you guys very much. Thank you for coming. I'm gonna go.
Got him, Elvis. I invited a few of my friends, Elvis. They enjoyed the show.
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on, people. You know you're the God's consciousness. You're the original ab initio nunc pro tunc. Why you go into counties and buildings and they get to go and adjudicate and send out guys with tasers and restraining devices to put you into involuntary bankruptcy? Anyway, I already beat all that crap. Anyway, I'm doing my best. I can't believe we're 107 strong right now. Dang. I figured we'd go down to like 25 or 30, but no, we're doing good, man. Anyway, I love you guys so much you don't even know, because you're going to be the energy from everything that I've ever believed in. Get it? So, all right.
You said go on the multi-guest then live. They're trying to show me how to fix this, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know. I'm going to go order some food. Love you guys.
Okay, multi-guest then live.
Yeah. And then, listen.
Oh, wrap up. There it is.
Okay. You come back out?
There it is.
Okay. You come back out?
Yeah, I think there's some buttons in the bottom, the blue and the red ones. And then once that pops up, on the top right corner, there's like a box, and then that box adjusts.
I have
this
no idea what he's saying. I'm looking. Don't know how to. So
the first step will be on the stick figures. They're like blue and red, or pink and light blue.
Oh, for the love of sweet Jesus, I have no idea what you're saying. Anyway.
No. Okay.
I'm sorry, I don't. I'm looking at the top. I see my name. I got like boop, boop, boop.
No, on the bottom bar.
Okay.
On the left, I think it's the second button from the left.
Microphone. Just a second.
What's the name of it?
Yeah. So the very first says gift. The bottom will say microphone. That's the second one.
Okay. And then the third one?
Camera will be the next. And then you keep moving over, it will say expand or some shit. I don't know. I have no clue.
If you want, name the buttons, and then I'll pick one of those that are, or I'll pick the correct one.
All right, let me try it real quick. Okay, so if I discontinue this call, because I'm afraid if I hit the wrong button, you guys please stay in contact with each other, okay? I'm gonna go do it. I don't know. I just want to make sure I'm not disconnecting everybody. That's all. Okay? I'll do it. I'm gonna go do it. And yeah, I'm looking at gift, microphone, camera, and expand. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna go do it. Love you guys.
We'll leave it.
The next 3 to 5 days, okay? 3